in a temple, what are you doing?
Well, I guess when I walk in, do I notice what god this temple is for?
This god is, oh god, I'm forgetting the names. I think it's a stair, god of light and good.
Okay, so it's balanced, so to speak. Can I,
Um,
as a cleric, you'll have to help me here. Am I able to pray to other gods in like a holy place, or is that looked down upon?
yeah, you can pray to many gods. Like you have the one that you're a big fan of there, but in general, like you may be a devout follower of this one god in particular, but the whole pantheon is there. So at times you may pray to these other ones, but you're a big fan of this one.
Okay.
So
Well,
the simplification.
I'll walk in and basically just sit down and start praying to Quantarius. And I guess as I'm doing that, I noticed that it has a clergy here in the temple.
Hmm.
So I'll do my thing and pray for like an hour or so, then get up and approach the clergyman and ask if they need anyone to be healed here in the temple, or if they do that type of services. Any wounded.
There are a few wounded soldiers nearby. We generally let the soldiers heal on their own unless there's a great need or life is at stake.
So I
If you
respond. I say, as a vessel of Quantarius, I must seek this out and heal these men if they are in need of healing.
They nod and say, "We understand," and gesture you to point you in the direction of the medical tent.
Cool. So I make my way over there, walk into the medical tent, and how many men are there wounded?
There are 7 men who are currently in the infirmary. 3 of them are there for illness, and 4 of them are there for wounds incurred in training or, transporting things.
Speaking out of game, like how much health do these soldiers have? Are we talking like single digits, like 4 to 8, or?
They will. Most soldiers will have a D8 for hit dice. Some of them will have 2D8. So they're usually first or second level, so to speak,
Sure.
warriors.
You said 4 are wounded?
Yes.
What's my HP? Cool. All right, so I'm going to walk over to them and basically just go and like if I was a priest, like saying like I pray for you with my God or whatever, and touch them on the shoulder, and each one heal for 2 while losing 1 HP. So using that heal, putting me
Okay.
down to 40 HP, and then I walk over to the 3 that have illnesses, and if there's a doctor in the room, I ask them what they're sick with.
2 of them have dysentery. Another has come down with a mild fever, but
So
they
there's
take
nothing.
fevers pretty seriously here.
So is there anything I can do to help that? I don't think so, right?
Unless you have a cure disease spell, no.
I think I do have cure disease, but it's only. Let's see. Yeah, so I'll cast cure disease because I had it memorized from the day prior, and we'll just say I carried over the spells.
Sweet.
So I'll cure whatever that one is, the one that had fever. You said.
Yeah.
So I'll cure that guy, and like as I'm walking out, say like I don't know something in Dwarvish for Quantarius, like in your name Quantarius, and then keep on walking, and hopefully this pleases him. And then go back to the temple and pray till the party comes and gets me.
All right. The rest of the party, what are you doing?
Well, we tell Asriel of this dragon sighting and say that we need to. Our advice is that we're going to probably pursue this dragon and find out what's going on with all the dragon activity.
Perfect. Where are we going?
What was the name of the place? Near.
Redwood Reach.
Ah, we will be heading to Redwood Reach on the morrow when we awake from our slumber.
Yep.
Sounds good. Isn't that a desert?
The Redwood Reach? Is that a desert? Is that what you asked?
Yeah. Isn't that near? We're not going to a desert or anything like that, are we? I don't want to go anywhere where there's sand.
We will find a way to keep your stubbly little legs out of the sand.
I don't do
you
well
worry.
in sand, Vincent.
Okay.
But we can figure it out. We can figure it out. You want to leave tomorrow? Today? When are you thinking?
Yes, tomorrow on the morning when we wake up.
Sounds good. I'll spend the evening here in the temple, and we'll meet at the edge of town tomorrow morning.
All right.
Very good.
Okay.
If
Then
anyone
Neal-
wants to teach me how to read, I'm down. And then I just look at Breger and I'm like,
What letter are you on again?
I learned a little bit of all the letters. I'm still trying to read this word over here.
What is she pointing to?
I point to like a random word, like at an inn or something, and I'm like,
That that word is the.
Oh!
The.
Interesting transition.
Yes.
So
That
Neal,
letter is,
as the two elves are being ignored by everybody else and bumbling to themselves, I'm not sure how to go about this because you are a man and I am a man, but you're pretending to be a woman named Lisa. But Vincent is very smitten with her, so he's trying to spend more time with her and offer her fighting lessons and complimenting her. And on this night, he would like to go buy dinner with her.
Okay. Unfortunately, there's no restaurants in Stoneborough. It's a military camp.
We'll go grab rations romantically together.
All right.
picnic.
So
I don't need your advice in seducing a man, Jen. Okay? I mean, Lisa.
Abigail.
Yeah. Damn it! There's so many identities.
So you go out for dinner with her.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And he's not. He's a highborn man, so it's not crude like Khal Drogo type of thing. It's more just treat her like a lady while also respecting the fact that she's a warrior.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
So you take her out and I don't know, treat her like a lady, which she is accepting of, and you guys end up having a stroll around the camp as the sun goes down, and it's a lovely time. You can see the stars and whatnot, etc., etc.
Just bonding, nothing more. He doesn't say anything, super forward or anything like that. Just bonding,
Okay.
making it obvious that he likes her company.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'll gossip with Breger about what they're doing. I'm like, I think Vincent and Lisa are having a thing, man.
They're definitely having a thing. For sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
We should go eat together too. It seems like fun.
But here's the thing. Last time, it was a little,
I was really tired. Today I'm in a great mood.
uh,
Can I roll for like the convincingness of saying this?
Only if Ryan agrees to it. Usually
yeah, she
PCs
can,
have their own
she
free will.
can, she can roll.
Okay, I'll
Do you want
roll.
to do charisma versus willpower checks?
Okay.
Charisma versus willpower.
This sounds really bad.
So what is that? I'm rolling willpower?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she's rolling charisma.
Okay.
And if her charisma rolls higher than your willpower roll, she convinces you to go
Oh
out.
my god, I'm nervous. I hope he gets a 1.
Okay, here's my...
Oh my god!
no, Abigail, not...
She's like, do you want to go have dinner tonight? My last boyfriend wasn't as handsome as
Oh my god.
got armor off him.
Abigail's never gonna have a boyfriend.
She farts while talking to him. And you know what? With the 1, she absolutely farts while talking to him.
No, it's like she agrees, like she gets him to kind of agree, and like she starts walking and like lets one out as she takes a step.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Like, you know what? Never... I have to go buy some armor.
Your armor seems fine. mean?
She says while farting again.
Your armor seems.
I had some bad boogers earlier. What? What? Everyone does it. You fart too. Don't judge me.
Oh god, this is so depressing. I'm just gonna go sleep right now. I'm
And she
like,
pops
I'm
a
out.
squat right there and keeps talking to him. This is a critical 1, man. This is an amazing 1 in her charisma. Think about what the worst thing you could possibly do to try to convince someone to do anything. She just did that.
Yeah.
I want to have sex with you, but first you gotta dig out my ferret. Hang on. Get out of there!
She's like that awkward. Any awkward penguin meme on Reddit is actually what just happened with Abigail.
Okay, so Abigail's gonna go play with her ferret.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seeking comfort.
Farts while walking away.
Oh god.
I go to the bar and grab a drink and try to forget what just happened.
There is no bar here.
Oh no. Okay.
He's gonna drink sap out of a tree to try to forget what happened right now.
Oh man.
All right. Oh my god.
And by the way, just for the viewing pleasure of our audience, that was the 2 date scenes were side by side, like.
Exactly.
It's like a wonderful date scene, but it's like just Abigail farting.
Yep.
Oh god.
All right. Then we wake up the next day, I assume.
Yeah. Next day comes around.
Saddling up, grabbing everybody. I grab a flogging of apple juice before I do head out.
So,
Yep.
Neil, I gotta ask. If I went to sleep that night, how much HP do I recover with this?
1.
So I'm at 41 now overall?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's 1 HP per night?
Yep.
Okay.
A night of normal rest. If you get a full day of rest, you get 2 HP. If you get a full day of bed rest doing nothing but chilling in bed with a healer, you get 3.
Okay, gotcha.
By the way, gang, the captain paid me this 200 gold. I'll give 50 to each of you. I'm going to take none for this one. I've got enough gold as it is.
Sounds good.
Oh,
Very
that's
kind.
generous of you.
What a baller.
Yes. So I give them each 50 gold, and then we set out towards. And if you could actually link me the map again, I'm sorry that I haven't saved it. Oh, you did. Okay, never mind.
It did.
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so we head out in that direction, I suppose.
And what town are we going to again?
The
Redwood.
Red.
Redwood. Now,
Yes.
as you can see, there are multiple paths to get to Redwood Reach. And
Where
there-
is it again?
Oh,
It is-
okay. I see it. It's to the. You can type it in the top left. Remember, Joe.
I don't want to though. Red.
Now that I think of it, I think Gregor should appreciate
Oh, there it
the
is.
ones. I think he should appreciate
What?
the ones. When I
Oh,
roll
she's
ones,
still
he
trying
should
to-
feel like at home.
Okay, so we'll talk about farts later, certainly, in a minute. We're gonna head up
Appreciate my
towards
farts.
High Silice Tower, and then
By Claris Tower.
yeah, that one. And then because we haven't been, I recommend we head towards the Emerald Keep because we haven't been down there. Right?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. I've never been down
Yeah.
there myself.
Sure.
Okay.
Let us go that way. I have money to spend as well, so I'd like to stop by these bigger cities and see if I can't offload some of this money.
Sure,
Perfect.
me too.
All right, so Neil, we head up to High Claris Tower, and then we swing on down from there.
Okay, so here's my question. How are you traveling like as quickly as you can, or are you going at like a leisurely route? You know, if you
I
get to
would
a
say
town, there's still
leisurely.
Brisk,
Leisurely,
leisurely though, because we are trying to catch a dragon that was spotted. I would say. So it's
Oh, that's
not,
true.
We're not like running our horses into the ground, but we're not camping and hanging out. We're
right. But if you get to a town and there's still like 2 hours of daylight left, you're just gonna like stay in the town
yeah,
for
we'll
the
stay.
rest of the day, or will you like keep going into the camp?
Travel by day type of thing.
Okay.
Sleep at night.
So that will take you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
By the way, while you're counting that, breaking out of the game real quick.
Mhm.
Huge shout out to the guys that got all the stats together again. I forgot we haven't had an episode since
Oh,
they
that's
did
right.
that.
Yeah.
Absolutely awesome effort, and it makes this so much more fun to keep track of those things, and just such big thank you to them for doing that. And it was not it was obviously led by our awesome dwarven man, but
The dwarf midget himself.
dwarf midget himself, but there's a whole bunch of people that contributed. So big shout out to you guys. Thank you. Sorry I didn't think of it at the very beginning. My brain, like JP said, I did just hop off a plane from Vegas.
It'll take you 10 days to get to Emerald Keep.
Okay. So yeah, at each town, I know this is like really poor role playing, but hopefully you can appreciate the brevity of this. I'm still like, I have roughly 9,000 gold, and I'm looking to buy things that'll supplement my abilities, basically. So
And I look too.
Okay.
I'm guessing there's not a whole lot of magic between here and there in terms of weaponry, but if there is that you have in your mind, that's
Yeah,
what I'm asking about.
There's no magic for sale in any of these small towns. And you already have basically the best money equipment can buy.
Right.
So,
That's what I figured. So I'm just making my way to Emerald to keep them with the group.
okay. Along the way, you hear a few rumors. Nothing substantial, like in a bar here or a bar there. They're just like whisperings of people. No one has any concrete evidence, but you do hear rumors of dragon men or lizard men that have been growing in the south.
Growing?
They're just
Well,
like they're
appearing.
appearing. That's what. I
Oh,
should-
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're growing on these
No,
trees.
I thought
and
you meant like an army was starting to form in the south.
No.
These lizard men.
It's just always like, oh yeah, did you hear to the south or to the west? So and so spotted some lizard-like creatures. That had wings. It sounds like the creatures you saw before.
Okay.
But you hear a couple of rumors along the way of that sort of.
Do we hear towns or areas instead of
No,
south?
no, they're all. It's always like, oh, my friend's cousin's little sister said blah blah blah. It's always third or fourth hand, no concrete details whatsoever.
Okay.
Typical town rubbish that you hear.
Gotcha. I assume we just
and
keep going through the cities.
Yeah. After 10 days, you pull into the Emerald Keep, thusly named for the beautiful hardwood that they have, that the fort is made out of. It has like a green tinge to the wood that surrounds it.
Okay. I guess I would pursue like probably the wizard, something like that.
Okay.
A
There is
wizard.
a local wizard who is the advisor to the general that is in charge.
So I'm going to tell the group that we're going to make camp here for the night or whatever, and we'll leave on the morrow. And if you have any errands, this would be the town to do it. Riverwatch looks pretty big as well, and that's on our way, so we'll stop there. But and we all kind of part ways, and I go find this wizard and knock on his door.
Okay. It takes you a little while, but the tale of Breger and his boys has kind of been spreading, and you're recognized as long as the last name helps you get in. So after a little trouble, you manage to get an audience with the wizard, and he accepts you into his chambers and says, he's a younger man, probably in his early 30s, maybe late 20s, human, wearing white robes, and he has a very stereotypical pointy blue hat, which kind of makes you give him a look like, really? A pointy blue hat? Really?
With stars on it and a moon.
No. No, it's not that bad.
Evening, friend. I was hoping to ask you a few questions about potential wares you might have.
Wares? I'm mostly an advisor to the general. I do not.
Very good. I'm with a group of adventurers. We're on our way to pursue and hopefully extinguish the dragon issue that we've got going on in the lands. And of course, as that is my goal here, I'm always looking to improve my weaponry. So if you could advise even me on anywhere in this town that I could find someone that would be willing to sell me some fine weaponry, that would be great.
What dragon issue do you speak of?
There's been a green dragon terrorizing the people a little bit northwest of here. And we are, of course, in pursuit of a dragon we just recently heard about that is bronze. And the friendly dragon might be able to help us out.
I have not heard of a bronze dragon sighting.
Yeah, we heard about it. We're actually 10 days out from a camp called Stoneborough, where we fought actually these infantry lizardmen that might be tied to the dragons as well, but from there we heard the rumor, and now we're pursuing it ourselves.
Interesting. I've heard of the Green Dragon near Fellwood, but I've once after the destruction of some town to the north that no one can remember its name, there hasn't really been any sightings of it. Are you sure it was a bronze and not a brass dragon? Because
yes, you jogged my memory correct. Yes, brass.
Excellent. Yes, we've heard of a brass dragon in the Red Desert that's been spotted recently, a few times actually. No one's been able to speak with it yet, but interesting.
That's
do
what
you
we
seek this
hope to
brass
do.
dragon?
Yes, sir.
May I ask what for?
Well, I've got quite the extent. I'm not only a fine salesman, but I'm actually a connoisseur of dragon information, and I've come upon information that leads me to believe that they are of the friendly ilk and could help us in our quest to rid this land of this evil green dragon that seems to be destroying cities.
Interesting. Well, I know of no weapons that can help you here with this. He pauses like he's got something he wants to say.
If you have anything, friends, I have quite the wealth. As you can see, my mission is noble. I'm very much so needing aid in any way I can find it.
Well, wealth is not an issue here. There are. Have you heard? Well, I don't really know if there's anything I can do to assist you on this. The only things I know that would be weapons against dragons are long lost artifacts whose place can be. No one knows where they can be found anymore.
Of this, I've heard nothing. If you have anything to share on this, I would be very much so appreciated to hear it.
There was a legend from some time ago about a sword, a dragonbane sword. Sword as called Dragon's Bane. But that was a long time ago, and I'm sure it's no one has seen or heard from it in probably 500 years.
I give him 10 gold and say, if there's anything at all you can tell me about this beyond what you've just said, I would be very appreciative.
I wish I knew, but I do not.
I take the 10 gold back. No, no, it's fine. It's fine. You can have it. Okay. Do you know of any other person I should speak to about this Dragon's Bane sword?
As I said, no one has seen or heard of it in a long time.
When was the last time it was... I mean, what region of the land was it even heard or seen? 500 years ago.
To the west, near Atrilla.
Okay.
But that was a very, very long time ago.
I appreciate your input, friend. Are you interested in purchasing, perhaps, a weapon?
I am not a wealthy man, and I have no use of weapons. Magic is my strength.
It is a weapon of magic. It creates fear. Terror, even.
Sounds quite dark.
It was a baguette found in the pants of a minotaur.
He cocks his head.
Cox is an interesting word you would use to describe what he does. Never mind, friend. If you're strapped for cash, I understand. You've been most helpful, thank you. And if we'll be here for the night. If you need of assistance, we are a very accomplished group of adventurers, and we're always looking for those in need for our services. So let me know, please, if you need of us.
Okay.
Very good.
Fare thee well, Vincent Longbourn.
Thank you, sir. Then I leave. And I guess I would... It's getting kind of dark, but I'm very interested in the sword, so I'm going to pursue the library of this town now to go read up on it, or try.
Okay. The keep does not have a library of its own, and the village surrounding it doesn't really either. This town is
Okay.
a little devoid of literature.
So I ask about it, and everyone says there's none. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
I mean, there's no significant library. Okay. Meanwhile, what do the rest of you guys do?
Hitting
I
on
have-
Gregor.
Oh God.
I have nothing I need to do in town.
Okay.
I'm making my way back to the temple and doing exactly what I did in the past town because I assume I'm all the way healed up.
Yeah, I mean, 10 days, 10
Yeah.
HP.
Yeah. So I do the same thing there, and
Yeah.
ask to heal whoever.
Are any of you wounded from the previous? Because you've all gained 10 HP by now.
I don't think anyone.
Anyone wounded?
I
Jeff,
think I'm
Jeff
fully
took some
healed.
damage. I know, but he was fully healed.
less than 10, I believe.
I forgot what the HP values were at the end of last.
My last HP value has Jeff at 26 out of 37 and Jen at 31 out of 28. Did
How
Jen
did
get
she-
temporary HP?
I granted Jeff temporary HP. That was +8. I remember that. Jen never got temporary HP.
Sure you didn't give it to Jen?
Nope.
Yeah, it was Jeff because he charged the lizards.
Okay. Well, I don't know why Jen has a 31 next to her name.
I'll keep it.
No, you won't.
Maybe farting gives her HP?
Yeah,
Is that a
actually, that's
thing?
worth
For
checking
such
out.
public humiliation, you just give her some extra
Eliminates
HP.
all that weight she carries around, too.
Yeah.
All right, so we will say. Yeah, okay. Jeff is at 36 out of 37. Everyone else is at full, I think. Yeah, Abigail is 29 HP? No.
I can check the
Oh, that's
character sheets.
That's it.
She's at 28 on mine, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Cool.
All right, so
so we-
I guess as the night's like winding down, I'm gonna grab Bregor and Abigail,
Mhm.
and just say, if you guys could come, I want to have a quick word, but like I do it very indiscreet rather.
Yeah, sure.
And I sit with them and say, to bring up the subject of the ring again.
Mm-hmm.
I know that we've all been doing a lot of thinking about this. I have as well. There's another option to put forward as well. It is that I've been sent on a mission from my family to retrieve an object that is of great value and magical quality. And if I bring it back, it will prove my worth to my father, and then I'll be an acceptable heir to the throne of the kingdom. So that is an option for the ring as well. Although being a king right now does sound much more boring, because kings don't typically get to rove around doing awesome stuff like killing hobgoblins, which is what I want to do for right now.
The item, would it give us any help in our questing adventures, etc.?
And
Well, no,
Dalamar.
The item is this ring. I would then bring it back.
Oh, this. Okay, I got you.
Oh.
And
We could also use the ring to maybe either befriend the brass dragon or vanquish the green dragon.
this is also something I've been thinking about. And so moving away from that object, or that option rather, to bring it back to my father. We have to be very careful in what we choose this for. Everything, I mean, I know I've already said this before, but I don't know that it can, like, I honestly want to say that one of our options could just be that we enchant one of our weapons or our armor, and it doesn't become something super powerful, but just better than what it is now. If you wanted your magical bow back, Bregor, or Abigail, if we wanted to make your armor do something even more powerful, that would be something we would do.
I like
What-
that idea. I like enchanting an item because
I
we
like
don't
it
run the
too.
risk of somebody dying.
But how about we try to get the brass dragon to become our friend? Like, let's say the wording is something like him being loyal to us and friendly forever.
Well, I like where your heart lies, Abigail. The brass dragon, I don't think will have the ability to wish that it is our friend, and even then, that's the kind of language we have to be careful of, because what is a friend to a dragon? What does a dragon do with its friends?
Well, I also feel like this may be a little greedy in saying this, but I also think that we could most likely befriend the brass dragon without a wish.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah.
So we're not going to make a choice right now, but what I want you guys to think on is I really would push us in the direction of just making one of our weapons or armor more powerful. It's a safe bet with the ring, and I know it sounds a lot less lofty than what we were talking about, but I feel like this is more harm than good that we don't know about. And if we can play it safe, we might get good out of it, is what I'm saying.
I think of the options, I think the best thing is either that one, which we will probably go with, or we save it as a backup when we're in grave danger, and if we're already going to die anyway.
Yeah,
maybe
let's
try
say the
and
green
save-
dragon's killing us. We can be like, I wish the green dragon would be dead.
Okay.
That might
Well-
be a good idea.
Let's think about it. Abigail, you also gave us the advice at one point that we've had unfortunate run-ins with acid-based monsters, and things have been destroyed. So this is also obviously something that I'm not going to entrust to anyone else or dig and put in a hole. But I do like the idea of perhaps saving it as a backup option. But let's just think about it. I just want to put it out there. Let's get some rest tonight, and we will head on to the next town tomorrow morning,
Okay.
yeah?
Sounds perfect.
Sure.
Very good.
So Neil, before we take a quick break, how many people do I find in this in Emerald Keep to heal?
There are soldiers in the Emerald Keep that are hurt, but there are only 2. And one of them is very, very ill. He has some unknown disease that leeches aren't curing. And another person has a broken arm from falling off the wall.
Perfect. Well, I'll heal the guy with the broken arm for 2. Heal the guy that has the disease with cure disease. And does he need healing as well?
Let me double check the cure disease.
How it actually works, I can look too.
Yeah.
I gotta make this fucking font bigger.
Cure most diseases by placing scan on the diseased creature. From 1 turn to 10 days, depending on the type of disease and the state of advancement the cure took place.
So I could just say, like, you're healed, but he won't actually be healed for 10 days?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll just do that.
Okay. Yeah. He doesn't. He does not cure right away. Definitely.
I tell whoever's taking care of him at that, or caring for him, tending for him, whatever, that within due time he'll be healed, and I guess I only heal the other guy for 2, so I'm at 42 HP. Right?
Okay. Yeah. The other guy's arm is broken, but mending better.
Sounds good. Okay, cool. Jen or Brager, are you guys going to do anything before we break?
I'm good.
I'll offer a beer to Breger.
I'll take the beer.
That's what I thought.
Thank you, Abigail.
And with that, we're going to take our break here on Roleplay. We'll be coming back and doing hour number 2 right after this. So see you guys then. Thank you all for watching.